Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Crits Originals! And for this very special episode of Camp Cretaceous Week, we will be presenting the LEGO Custom Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 3 Monolophosaurus. But before we head on with this video, I'd like to say thanks to youtube.com audio library for this awesome background music. Please also like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And to be able to support my channel, please do not skip on all the ads on all my videos. Thanks everyone! You may also like to follow me on all my social media platforms. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LYKA. Here I'll be posting some of my exclusive photos and video clips as well, so I'll see you there guys! The guest PC contest winners will be announced later, but now let's head on with this video. First up, it's the making of the Monolophosaurus. Now as usual, the Monolophosaurus actually starts with kit bashing, and for this one, I just used this old Dilophosaurus that I have here and then placed the crest into just one and then started off with the, of course, sculpting. And here is the finished scope of the Monolophosaurus. So I wet sanded this and then primered it into gray. Then added several more details such as spikes and also several details on the back of the Monolophosaurus. And here it is, ready to be painted. So you can see here that the shape of the neck is such position so that it looks like the Monolophosaurus in the Cretaceous toy line. So when I was actually doing this, the Season 3 hasn't really showed yet, so I based off my color scheme according to this Mattel toy by Camp Cretaceous. So you can see here there's an orange crest to it with yellow details on the back, and then this yellowish gray color on the undertones of the body. So we'll be doing that for this one. Okay, so first up, I colored everything with the grayish yellow color by mixing, of course, the white and then black, and then placing in several more tones of yellow, such as light yellow and also ochre yellow. So I scattered this all over the body, including the arms, the legs, and the tail. So I decided that since the Mattel toy line will have, very few details in terms of, color on the Monolophosaurus, I went on ahead with looking for some other inspiration. So I found also a really good one, which is the Monolophosaurus from Jurassic World Alive, wherein it also has this yellowish stripe on the sides of the body and also with black margins to it. So we will be doing that as well. Okay, so after the yellowish gray have been actually applied on the entire creature, making darker tones to it and then placing, several speckles on the legs as well as the arms. So while I'm letting that dry, I decided to, move on with the yellowish tones to it, but started off with the crest first. So the crest, since it's orange, it's really hard to paint with several tones of grayish, color to it. So I decided to include these yellowish tones on the crest as well. So the entire back of the Monolophosaurus will be colored this way. It's a mixture of yellow ochre with, of course, some white and some black as well. So I just applied this on the back, the neck, the entire tail of the creature. So after that that's been dried, I then mixed yellow with red to make an orange color and then applied it to the crest. This is actually the brightest part of the body of this Monolophosaurus, so I'm doing several coats to it so that it will stand out. Now that I've watched the Cretaceous series 3, season 3, I think there were a lot of Monolophosauruses in that particular series, but I'm not going to give out any spoilers. I think it's a really good season, and I highly recommend you guys watching it. Now let's move on with the brighter colors on the Monolophosaurus. So as I've said earlier, I also took some inspiration from the Jurassic World Alive Monolophosaurus and created this bright yellow coloration on the sides of the Monolophosaurus itself. So this will go out from the base of the neck, going towards the body, and then until the end of the tail. And now it's time for us to create the details on the Monolophosaurus. So with black mixed with a little bit of water, I started to outline the yellow stripe on the sides of the Monolophosaurus and then create this jagged look to it. It actually brings out the yellow color, and I think it's a really good take into this Monolophosaurus itself. So I'm gonna let you guys watch the entire video on the making, and I'll see you at the end. Now it's time to add several more details to the Monolophosaurus, such as, creating the eyes, painting on the nails of the Dilophosaurus, also painting the insides of the mouth, and also the teeth. And here's the finished paint on the Monolophosaurus. I'll be drying this up and then covering it up and protecting it with flat varnish. I hope you guys learned something from this. Now it's time for us to have the guest species on spinners, and here are the lucky picks. Tinkergo, my awesome video school videos. Emir Vizcara, Santisaurus, Lord 445, Maxine Kostanov, Giovanno, Oliver Smith, Susan Lee, and Alex Lojava. Congratulations everyone, and now for top 10 winners.
Top 10.
Freedom JPG.
Top 9. Top 8.
Godzilla dinosaurs, lizards, and all.
Top 7.
Ragnazu.
Top 6.
Pari Pari,
Top 5.
Merchant Wolves,
Top 4.
Mechanic Tiger,
Top 3.
Nandiomar,
Top 2.
Maximum Coward,
Top 1.
Colton Todd. Congratulations everyone! And I'll see you on the next exclusive contest. And for those of you who want to join, here's how. Just click on the Extended icon and then click on the community link to see all my posts. I'll see you there, guys!
Everybody spread out! We shouldn't be here. Everyone knows this place is haunted. What do we do now?
What do we do, Kanji? Let's do a Sembrix! Well, here's the Monolophosaurus for you and let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 parts to this one. Let's start of course with the head. Let's connect this to the lower jaw. Alright, let's now connect this head to the neck. Oops! Slip my fingers. Let's now connect the hind legs. Let's start with the left one and then with the right. Let's do the same for the hands or the arms, the left and the right. And then the last piece to this puzzle will be the tail. And there you have it, the Monolophosaurus. Okay, now let's now move on to the closer look of this video. So let's go back when the Monolophosaurus are still in their cages. And here is Ibi feeding the Monolophosaurus here from a safe distance, of course. Ah, poor goat. Meh. I'm not gonna show you guys while the Monolophosaurus actually devours the goat. Well, let's move on. The Monolophosaurus here is actually based off from the Jurassic World Cretaceous Mattel toy line. I think the toy is really colorful. It has this orange crest to it, so that's why we actually chose this for a color. And of course, Evie here would like to invite you all to watch the season 3 of Camp Cretaceous. We all watched it and I think it's really awesome. The character build up is really cool and also the dinosaurs are cool as well. Well, we'll be back for some size comparisons, but for now, let's have a closer look. There you have it. Our Monolophosaurus here actually has several details to it, such as those spikes on the head, going, a little bit smaller as it goes to the body. It also has this very distinct crest to it, as the name implies, Monolophosaurus. It has this one crest, unlike that Dilophosaurus, which has 2 crests on the head. So aside from the Mattel toy line, the Monolophosaurus that we actually based it off from, it is also somehow inspired by the Monolophosaurus of Jurassic World Alive with that striping on the side. So for articulation, it can actually move its head and also move its jaw as well. The arms and the legs are also movable, and you can even transpose the tail in different positions like so. And that's it for the closer look at the Monolophosaurus. I hope you guys like it. Well, let's move on with the next portion of this video, size comparisons. And for the size comparisons, I'm bringing back Evie here for the size comparisons between the normal human being and with that of the dinosaur. So, the Monolophosaurus is actually pretty smaller when it comes to in real size. But nonetheless, you can see here that it's almost, I guess, the same size of the normal raptors that we have for Lego. So I'm fine with the size of this Monolophosaurus. Let's now compare it with some of my extinct breeds creations, which is here you have the Cretaceous. So Cretaceous is actually based off from, or actually named from the author of the Jurassic Park novels and Jurassic or the Lost World novel, Michael Crichton. You can see a little M there on the head, which actually is a homage to the person who started it all. since it's Camp Cretaceous week, I decided for the Cretaceous to be compared first with the Monolophosaurus. Let's now move on with the next comparison. This is the extinct Rex Pachycephalosaurus. Now, the Pachycephalosaurus actually has not yet appeared in the Camp Cretaceous series, and I think it would really do them good to also add this particular animal. Not only because it's my favorite, but to see them with the herbivores so far we've seen from Camp Cretaceous would be really cool, such as the Parasaurolophus, the Sinoceratops, the Stegosaurus, and the Brachiosaurus. I think I forgot something else, but yeah, all of those. Now here is the extinct Rex Triceratops. Now this Triceratops is actually based off from the Jurassic Park 1 Triceratops, and I think it's a really cool bigger Triceratops version of what we have for Lego, and you can see here the reference to the actual logo itself. One of my favorite medium-sized carnivores is the extinct Rex Ceratosaurus. Now, the Ceratosaurus here is a really cute and also colorful carnivore. Maybe, just maybe, after I make the E750, that would be my favorite medium-sized carnivore. But let's see, we'll see. After it will be shown sometime within this week. I mean, within the Camp Cretaceous week that we have here for extinct Rex. So watch out for it, guys. And last but certainly not least, this is the extinct Rex Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, Rexy has appeared so many times in my videos already, but since we're celebrating Camp Cretaceous week, we couldn't do without, of course, starting this week or this Camp Cretaceous week without Rexy here. So T-Rex. I love how the Camp Cretaceous series always include Tyrannosaurus Rex or Rexy in their repertoire of dinosaurs every time. If you haven't seen the season 3 yet, I do highly recommend it because Rexy also plays an important role in that particular series. So I'm not going to spoil you guys, so let's move on with the species roll call. Now for the species roll call, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comparisons here, and of course I'd like to remind you guys that if you'd like to comment or suggest any species that you'd like to see here on Extinct Rex, then go ahead, don't be shy and comment them down below. And since it's Camp Cretaceous week, I'd like to see you guys, comment on what favorite dinosaurs you've seen so far in Camp Cretaceous season 3, and what among those would you like to see here being done by, of course, Extinct Rex. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all of these you see here in front of you are actually available in Extinct Rex playlist. I will also be pointing out several, links for you guys so that you can enjoy them directly by just clicking on the links. Alright, so let's start with the species roll call with the Cretaceous by Extinct Rex. This is the Jurassic Park Jurassic World Pachycephalosaurus. This is the Jurassic Park Extinct Rex Triceratops. This is the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Ceratosaurus. Of course, this is our Extinct Rex Rexy. And of course, to start the show here, this is our Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Monolophosaurus. So the video is about to end, so let's have the last looks on the Monolophosaurus. The name Monolophosaurus actually came from the Greek words mono, meaning one, lophos, crest, and sauro, meaning lizard. Thus, this is a single-crested lizard. It lived in the Middle Jurassic period around 166 to 160 million years ago and is part of the Theropoda family. It can grow up to a height of 4.9 feet, a length of 11 feet, and a weight of 475 kilograms. is our video on the Monolophosaurus. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Also, please don't forget to support our other channels, EB Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and support their channel as well by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar!